The title's already won. All that's left to seal is the double, but we've got to get past Galatasaray to do it in the Turkish Cup final. We've only played one match since the last episode, and we fielded a fully rotated side to keep people fresh for this afternoon's cup final, and we still managed to draw 0-0, even with our reserves playing, so it means that we've kept our unbeaten record alive since we joined Fenerbahce. All of which means that the league table finished a little closer than maybe we would have liked. We were only 2 points clear of Besiktas, as they won on the last day of the season, but given that we were 7 points behind them when we joined, to win the title at all is incredibly pleasing. But now we've got the cup final to try and navigate, and we've got some selection headaches as well. So we have two issues for today's lineup. The first is that Shukovin has not recovered fully from his injury. He's still going to be out for a day with sprained ankle ligaments, so I don't think he's going to be fit enough to start. We'll keep him on the bench. You never know, we might need to come on and take a penalty, but it means that instead we're going to be starting with Gökdeniz Bayraktar, who was the hero helping us seal the title, although he started in the last game of the season and he missed a number of chances, so the jury is out on whether he is the apt replacement this afternoon. Olafsson is still struggling for fitness in goal, but he won't have to move outside his 6-yard box, so hopefully that shouldn't be too much of a problem. But the other issue that we face is that our starting centre-half Zeki Etley is suspended for today's game, and he's going to be a big miss at the back. We have a choice of two to replace him. We could go with experience in Yusuf Asendamir, who's only 5'11", although he's probably a more solid option. But I'm going to risk it and go for a younger alternative. Sabri Tokgozlu is only 19, but I think he's pretty dominant in the air. The bravery and the aggression concern me, but he's 6'2", and I think might be a bit more of a robust option. So he's going to come into the side for this afternoon. I think we've got enough about us to give Galatasaray a good game, but with those two key players missing, it's going to be a difficult task. Let's show you how good Galatasaray are in the Scout Report. Galatasaray recovered from a disappointing season to finish third, meaning Sergei Samak's side qualify for European competition. But this afternoon they'll be hoping to seal a cup final victory to crown their season. And Christos Tsolis might just give them the firepower they need to do it. Despite only finishing third, this is still probably the strongest squad in the league. And this could be an explosive derby as Galatasaray take on Fenerbahce. So as the teams are lining up for the kickoff, we have got a few worrying signs before the game. Our striker Gökdeniz is looking aggressive in the tunnel before the game. Hopefully he's not going to pick up bookings and sendings off. I've noticed that they've got Maitland-Niles in their team. And here he is on the ball now, looking to get Galatasaray off to a dream start. And Stolis has done, unfortunately, exactly that. He has Marco van Basten one from a wide angle past Olafsson in goal. And this could be a disappointing end to our season. Maitland-Niles drifts a little ball out wide. And it is a heck of a finish. And it's going to make it all the more difficult for us to seal a double now. We're starting to grow into the game a little now. Sabri, the backup centre-half, brings the ball forward. Hakan plays it out to Umit. We need Umit and Temel to step up in the absence of Chukovan, I think. Here is Umit now. Can he get us back on level terms? It's a good effort. Their keeper saves it well. We're still a goal down. Can we do something from the set play? Temel sends the corner in. It's right onto the penalty spot. And we foul them as they try to break. The DAP picks up a booking. Hopefully that won't cost us later on. We've definitely got the better of the match stats. Galatasaray's only shot is the one that led to the goal as they add a second effort now. But we are looking like, going into the halftime interval, a goal down to our great rivals. We're going to have it all to do in the second period, and we might need a change of personnel to do it. We've brought on Zeki Babachan as a new striker. Could he be the hero this afternoon? Or late in the game, are we going to sub the substitute and bring on Chukovan after he's failed to perform as well? Very little by way of highlight. We've got to 65 minutes. And finally, we have something of note. Mora gets the ball out to Temel. Galatasaray have won the ball. And we've got some defending to try and do in the midfield areas. We've won it back. Here is the substitute Banachan. He gets the ball to Temel, and now we're looking likely. Hakan gets the ball through. Carlson, we've had another clean effort on goal. Their keeper is performing heroics this afternoon and looks like he could be about to win the cup for Galatasaray. The header strikes the bar from the corner and we can't pounce on the rebound. And we're approaching 70 minutes and I think we're going to need some more reinforcements. Ali Akgul was playing poorly. We've substituted him off for Crespo. But so far, it's not helped us get any more highlights. We're into the 80th minute now. We've had plenty of the play. I think we're going to have to change our formation and our tactic to try and force a goal. We might have to just substitute one of our midfielders, even though they're all playing pretty well. I think we're going to risk Chukovan for the final 5 minutes. He's going to come on for midfielder Hakan. We're going to move him forward as a striker. And we're going to keep Carlson as a defensive midfielder, but maybe just shuffle him over to the right slightly. Chukovan is going to be an advanced forward. We are going to go very attacking, and we're also going to try and increase the width that we're going to play with to try and force our way back into this game. We have got 87, 88, 89 minutes on the clock. Now we've got a free kick. We've sent it into the box. We've hit the woodwork again, and I think our luck could well be out this afternoon. We've not hit the injury time yet, and we're into another highlight, but this one is for Galatasaray. They've got him behind our defence. They've checked back. They've sent it out to Russell Osman, and now Fofana. We could win the ball. They look like they could be broken on. We've got plenty of players forward, but we're not winning the ball. They are just playing very controlled football and passing it around in front of our back four and midfield. Now they're making their way into the box, and this will settle it. It's their turn to strike the woodwork. There's more to do. Can we get a shout out? We can. Let's encourage the players. 90 minutes and 30 seconds. This is not an end of game highlight. We've got 4 minutes of stoppage time. The ball goes into our box. And now I think the cup final is over. Let's say our priority was winning the league. Yeah, come on. Let's say that this is just little more than a blip at the end of our time with Fenerbahce. We've dominated the game. We've had the chances to win it, certainly. I don't think it's a 2-0 defeat kind of encounter. But that is, I'm afraid, what we are looking at. We've had 24, 25 shots, 12 of them on target. And our players have to stand back and watch their city rivals head up onto the podium and lift the trophy. But our mind turns to the airport now. Where is our next encounter going to be? We are in for a job, and it is a huge one. It's a 5-star club. I don't think we'll even get an interview, but we are also up for another job as well. There's not too much around at the moment. You never know. We might need to take a short holiday. The cup defeat was disappointing, but there is positive news. By winning the title, we've had another increase to our reputation. We're still a 3.5-star coach, but we are now at 70%, and that might help a little as we apply for jobs in the summer. But as we walk away from Fenerbahce, I think it's time for our roundup. With just 2 seasons left of Mercenary, I think we'll avoid looking back at our former clubs and seeing how they've done this season. I think instead we might just have a big look back at the end of this series and see what they've managed to do during the last few campaigns of FM22 Mercenary. But let's give you 3 more players to keep an eye on, because I think we've had some good ones, all at Fenerbahce. I'm not going to include any of the Sampdoria players. And I think our 3 players are going to be our 3 forward-thinking ones. Umit Ojan has been great since we took over. He's managed to get 13 assists during the campaign, an average rating of 7.49, and chipped in with 9 goals as well. And not to be outdone, Temit has an average rating of 7.3, 10 goals for the 5'3" winger, and he's also got 6 assists during the season. And rounding off our 3 is going to be Konstantin Chukovan, a lower average rating at 7.16, but his 17 goals have made him the Super League's top scorer this season. So head to the Communities tab, vote for your player of the season, and we'll check back in with them at the end of FM22 Mercenary. We've got 2 more seasons to play. Where will we end up for our next club?